Shalom, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, that belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us his word. I just want to talk about what's going on with the Middle East. Things are what appears to be intensifying. You know, this war is heating up between Israel and Hezbollah. You also got that war with Ukraine, so things are heating up. You got uproars of the people. You got a lot of jobs that are being lost. Like hundreds of jobs were cut just this week in the entertainment field. You know, a lot of people losing their jobs all over the place, layoffs. You know, but that's all prophecy, man. But I got this article out of RT.com entitled Hezbollah announces battle of reckoning with Israel. Rocket fire has intensified. This was dated September 23rd, 2024. It's entitled The Rocket Fire Has Intensified Since the Beirut Airstrike That Killed Group's Senior Commander. Dozens of Hezbollah missiles have struck northern Israel, in what the Shia group said was retaliation for Israeli airstrikes in southern Lebanon that have killed 250 people. Months of tension between Israel and Hezbollah escalated last week when thousands of pagers and other communication devices used by Hezbollah simultaneously exploded, killing at least 37 people and injuring an estimated 3,000, including children. Israeli jets then bombed Beirut and killed Ibrahim, the senior Hezbollah commander. We admit that we are pained. We are humans, but as we are pained, you will also be pained. Later that day, Hezbollah launched around 100 rockets into Israel, targeting the city of Haifa in the north. The Israel Defense Forces responded with a series of airstrikes in southern Lebanon on Monday. So yeah, they're just bombing each other back and forth, man, back and forth. But yeah, you know, they're pretty much in full-scale war. But this is only going to, intensify. And you got this red band update here. It says, Putin orders changes to Russia's nuclear doctrine. So you click on that. What is this talking about? So this was dated today, the 1700 hours, which is 5 p.m. So this is, right hot off the press. The president has suggested several new criteria that would merit a nuclear response. Russia should update its nuclear doctrine to clearly define circumstances that could prompt Moscow to launch a nuclear strike. Vladimir Putin told a meeting of National Security Council on Wednesday. He also suggested an expanded list of threats that would include reliable information of major airstrike being launched against Russia. This list of criteria that would justify Russia's use of its nuclear deterrent should be expanded in the updated version of the doctrine. Aggression against Russia by any non-nuclear state supported by a nuclear power should be treated as their joint attack. Moscow also considered resorting to a nuclear response if it gets reliable information about a massive missile or airstrike launched by another state against Russia. So yeah, they're updating their doctrines, their laws to justify use of nuclear missiles because they want to launch them, man, and they are going to launch them. It says right here, it says aggression against Russia by any non-nuclear state supported by a nuclear power. So all these small places, if they're supported by U.S., they're going to nuke them as well. They want, So yeah, it's Putin Day. They're ready for this, but this is all, biblical prophecy. First is Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate, for my mouth hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. Yes, seek out the book of the Lord and read with the scriptures, man. None of these shall fail. What? These prophecies, man. We're seeing this live and in living color. These prophecies coming to pass, man. So it proves the validity of the scriptures, man. We're seeing the validity of the scriptures. It says, none of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. Yeah, because no other doctrine, has these prophecies, you know. So yeah, man, you gotta seek out the book and read, for none of these shall fail, none of these prophecies, and that's how we know we're close, by these prophecies, man, coming to pass. They want to change their nuclear doctrine so that they can go ahead and launch this stuff, man, launch these missiles. But the Lord said, wait ye upon me, till I rise up to the prey. This is Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to pray. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured by the fire of my jealousy. So yeah, these missiles are going to get launched. There is going to be a battle of reckoning, but it's the Most High's battle. It's going to be on the Most High's time. Scripture say when the elect's woken up, when they get this truth, then the Lord's going to release that destruction. And by what's going on in the news and what's going on around the world, man, these prophecies, man, we got to be close to that, man. It says, therefore wait ye upon me. So we're not going to do nothing, until the day that I rise up to pray. For my determination is to gather the nation. Yeah, he wants to gather them. It's his Middle East right here, the Valley of Decision, That's his determination, man, to gather all these nations for this last third war. Third World War, man, this third woe. That I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation. Yeah, so he wants to gather all these military, the military might of all these nations in the Middle East and pour upon his indignation, that nuclear destruction. So right now the angels are putting in the minds of these world leaders to change up their nuclear doctrine so that they can go ahead and get this war started. But we have to wait for the Lord. We gotta wait for ultimately, we gotta wait for the elect to be woken up. That I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured by the fire of my jealousy. Yeah, so that's the day of the Lord, man. Woe unto you who desire the day of the Lord, because they don't understand that the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. But the prophecy right here is Ezekiel 38 and 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog, and the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against them. Yeah, Lord said, set thy face against Gog and Magog. Yeah, the land of Russia is sitting on that land, the ancient land of Gog and Magog. What Gog and Magog was back then, is known as Russia today. The chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, I believe that's the East Asia Minor, roughly around Turkey today. And say, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I'll bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them having swords. So yeah, the Lord said, I will turn thee back, put hooks in thy jaws. And that's exactly what they did, man. Putin, He's trying to invade Crimea. He invaded Crimea. Now he's trying to invade, you know, Ukraine. He wants to bring back that old Russian Empire, that Soviet Union. So that's the prophecy that came to pass, when they invaded Crimea. Now they're trying to invade Ukraine right now to get that old Soviet Union back, man, to get that power, get that land back. That's what it means right here. It says, and I will turn thee back and I will put hooks into thy jaws. Meaning they want to turn them back to that Soviet Empire, man, old Russia. We're seeing that now, that current invasion of Ukraine and with Crimea a few years ago. I'll bring thee forth in all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them having swords, Persia, Ethiopia, Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Yeah, Persia, man, that's the ancient name for Iran. They're known as Iran today, Persia. Gomer and all his bands in the house of Turgamah, the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou, and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So Russia is going to be a guard unto these nations, these Middle Eastern nations, mainly Iran. So when U.S. invades Iran, then Russia's going to come down. When Israel really gets going with Iran and U.S. gets involved, that's when Russia's going to step in, along with China and all these other nations. Because there was an article where Israel bombed a Chinese embassy or something like that, a Chinese base in Lebanon. So it's definitely heating up day by day. So yeah, Putin, he's ordering changes to the nuclear doctrine to make it legal, to use those nukes on his end, however he sees fit. And this battle of reckoning, we're in a full battle right now, and it's just going to escalate from here, Lord will, but it's not going to fully blow up, until that mark of the beast is pushed, until, the elect is fully woken up. 144,000. Yeah, it says, be thou prepared, and prepare thyself, thou, and all thy companies that are assembled to thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So Russia's going to be that guard to Iran and these Middle Eastern nations, man. When that leads to the flock, who really starts to draw everybody out, man. We're seeing it now. Yeah, none of these shall fail. Seek out the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, man. These prophecies are speaking loud, live, and in living color, man. Yeah, but with that, shalom.